Welcome back again, everyone. It's challenge time. This challenge is for our Managing Our Emotions masterclass with Casey O'Rourke. Our inspiration for this masterclass is Casey's book, Joyful Courage. Casey, we are a community of action takers.
Yay.
So, while we love to learn new things, we also want to go ahead and start implementing some of the things that we've heard or, we've just figured out or just something that's come bling for us. We want to try and implement some of these as soon as possible. And to get the ball rolling, after every masterclass, at the end of each masterclass, I request our expert guides to issue us a challenge. I know that you have a really good challenge ready for us. I don't know what it is, and I can't wait to find out. So, what is your challenge for us?
So, my challenge for everyone who's watched this interview is to pick up your smartphone, and I want you to go into whether you have like a reminder app or even just your alarms. I want you to pick three times today, three times that you will get a message, because you can go into the alarm and you can change the label so that a message shows up on your phone. And I want you to write breath, body, balcony. And I want you to pick three times during the day that little reminder comes up for you to practice. And additionally, I want you to take a screenshot of those alarms, those set reminders, and I want you to post it either in the Positive Parenting Village Facebook group, or if you're in my Live and Love with Joyful Courage Facebook group, you can post it there. So that's the added accountability. So again, you're going into your phone, you're creating some reminders with the words breath, body, balcony three times throughout the day that can just be your reminder moving forward to be in the practice regularly.
I love that. My life is run by alarms. I have alarms for everything, or I'd never get anything done. So I really like the idea of integrating this into that, because I think you mentioned this a few times during the masterclass, but it doesn't sink in. You still think, at least I was still thinking that, you go into this breath, body, and balcony practice every time you're in a situation. I would think of breathing when I'm on my own. I would think of a body check on my own, but I wouldn't think of doing this whole thing as a practice to get into the habit at just three random times in the day. So I love that you gave us that challenge. So everyone, you have your challenge. Take out your cell phones, put those three reminders, post it in either of the groups that you're already in, or join either of the groups. Both the groups are free, both the groups are closed. So you have your privacy, but it's free. So try it out. So let's see what comes out of it.
Yay!
Yay, I love that. So Casey, for those of our community members who are still not familiar with your work and who want to connect with you outside this conference, where can they find you? Can you tell us about your website, the social media channels that you usually hang out on, and all those?
Yep. So my website is joyfulcourage.com. And from there, you can find my coaching offers, my podcast, and any other. I have an academy that I do, a 5-week academy that I do for parents of teenagers, and I'm doing quarterly mini summits that are focused primarily on topics for parents of teens. I'm on Facebook a lot. I have two groups on Facebook. One is Live and Love with Joyful Courage, and the other one is Joyful Courage for Parents of Teenagers, because parents of teenagers really don't want to hear from parents who don't have teenagers, because you don't know until you know.
I know.
And then I also am on Instagram at joyful_courage. And those are the places to find me.
So a little more. So I'm at that cusp. So my daughter's 11, already acting like 13. So I'm at that. So I didn't know that you had a separate group for teens. Is that new?
Well, it's been about a little over a year, but it just, it really just came from the experience. I have a big group, the Live and Love group, and more parents of teens were showing up and asking questions, and I could just feel the energy, and I know my own energy, just like I remember not having a teenager and having a really close friend of mine having a really hard time with hers and thinking to myself, that's probably not going to be me. And it was really hard to connect with her experience because I was like, we're probably going to be fine. And that was not the case. And I mean, we are fine, but it is like, you just don't know until you're in it. So I try to keep the group for, parents with kids 13 and up. I know that I have some parents in there with like tween age years. And part of my guidelines is really like, we're here to support. We can, none of us really know what everybody else is going through. So I just try to cultivate a space that's really supportive and non-judgmental. And so far, so good in both of my groups. They've both proven to be parenting groups that are just really kind and thoughtful and supportive. So I'm really glad about that.